Hi everybody, the 2021 Ford F-150 has now been fully revealed, and of course here at TFL Off-Road we had questions about the new Raptor. So we asked Ford and we got an answer, and I'll share that with you soon, but right now here's the new truck. In its official release about the new F-150, Ford did not mention the Raptor at all, so I put the question to Ford executives, and the answer we got about the Raptor was vague, but also promising. They told us that the Raptor is coming back, we just don't know when. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the features on the 2021 F-150, and we can sort of assume what the Raptor will look like based on some of the advancements that have arrived for the truck. The biggest headline for this F-150 has to be electrified, but no, this is not the fully electric F-150 just yet. Ford says that is coming sometime in the next 2 years, but once again, we don't have specific timing. No, what Ford has announced is both a hybrid version of the F-150 and Pro Power, essentially an onboard generator, so you can plug in a lot more of your toys to this truck. First, let's talk about the hybrid. This is the F-150 Power Boost. It pairs the 3.5-liter turbocharged V6 to a 35 kilowatt electric motor that is integrated into the transmission. A 1.5 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery pack is used in this configuration, and it is packaged underneath the bed of the truck, which means that the cab on the hybrid model is the exact same size as standard F-150s. We do not have fuel economy or power outputs for the hybrid yet, but Ford did make some claims. First of all, they say that this hybrid will have best-in-class horsepower, best-in-class torque, it will tow over 12,000 pounds, and on one single tank of fuel, it will be able to get 700 miles of range. This is going to be a quick overview on the features on the all-new F-150. If you want the real deep dive video, head over to TFL Truck. Integrated into that hybrid model is the standard Pro Power onboard generator. So if you get a hybrid, you're gonna get one of these generators. And it's not actually a gas generator put onto the truck. Essentially, it's an inverter that is using the engine of the truck, and in this case, that hybrid battery pack, to then power your tools or whatever you may want to plug in. Now, the basic version of Pro Power onboard with the F-150 hybrid will get you 2.4 kilowatts of power. Although if you pay for the upgraded system, you can get up to 7.2 kilowatts out of the hybrid truck. That 7.2 kilowatt version includes 4 plugs in the bed along with a 240 volt plug. If you don't go for the hybrid, you can get Pro Power on board with either of the EcoBoost engines or the 5-liter V8. Now on these gas-powered trucks, Ford is essentially using 2 12-volt batteries to store the power, and then the engine acts as the power generator. Now on these trucks, you're gonna get 2 plugs back there in the bed, and you're gonna get 2 kilowatts of usable power. To keep up with the tailgate race going on right now in half-ton pickups, Ford has of course engineered a brand new tailgate with a whole bunch of features. You can see most of them here. Some of the highlights here are tie downs, C-clamp pockets, actual LED lighting in the bed that covers the entire tailgate area, and then of course all of these little cutouts for holding your pens and pencils and tools is really going to make this tailgate a handy workstation. And that's not the only place Ford put a new workstation. On the interior of the truck, you can now fold the shifter flat and then get this massive workspace. So if you have a laptop and you're sitting in your front seat, you want to type something out, you now have a great space to do that. Plus, Ford is worried about all the workers out there getting really tired, so they've also introduced these brand new fold flat seats. These new max reclined seats come standard on top trims of the F-150, and not only do they go all the way flat, but the bottom of the seat will actually raise up a little bit to meet the back. It really makes a proper flat sleeping surface, so if you have to catch a nap in your truck, this F-150 is probably going to be the most comfortable truck to do it in. Technology is another huge story with this F-150, and there is so much to talk about, but we're just going to hit the highlights. Now, number one, every single F-150 across the range will now be capable of over-the-air updates. So basically, Ford will be able to update your infotainment system and a number of different aspects of your vehicle, and they've already announced the first way in which owners are going to be expected to upgrade their vehicle, and it has to do with hands-free driving. Yes, the 2021 F-150 will be able to go hands-free on certain pre-mapped sections of highway, but there's a couple catches here. So first of all, the F-150 has a system that actually monitors the driver's eyes and their head motion to make sure they're paying attention. If the truck decides you're not paying attention to the road, it will not let you go hands-free. Now, second of all, and this is interesting, and this has to do with over-the-air updates, when the truck first goes on sale in fall of 2020, it's going to be sold with basically a prep package for hands-free driving, but it won't be available at the beginning. Next summer of 2021, owners will have to download that hands-free driving assist system, and they'll also have to pay at the time. So you're going to pay at the beginning for the prep package, and then once it becomes available through over-the-air updates, you're going to pay again to get hands-free driving. And that's one example of something Ford could do in the future, where they can roll out new technologies and then sell them to you even if you have an older vehicle. Screens inside the F-150 are all bigger now as well, with base models getting an 8-inch touchscreen and upgrade models going for a 12-inch touchscreen. Those are just some of the highlights on this truck. As I mentioned, if you want the real deep dive story, head over to TFL Truck, because right now I want to talk a little bit more about the Raptor. So I think an interesting future possibility, and maybe you've already thought of this, is a Raptor hybrid. This new hybrid powertrain is going to offer tons of horsepower, likely more than 450, which is what the current Raptor offers. And if that's true, if this is really the top power option, why not put it in your top performing off-road truck? That electric power that you would get, it makes torque delivery just amazing, and it would make the Raptor pretty cool. Of course, the downside is adding the weight and the complexity of the hybrid system, but if Ford does go hybrid with the Raptor, they will prove that electrification in the high-speed off-road truck space is not only doable, but the way to go. And guys, this segment is absolutely heating up. Ram, just on the same day as the F-150 was revealed, started teasing the TRX, that Hellcat-powered 1500 that we know is coming. And then, of course, Chevrolet is hard at work on the Silverado. We think it's going to be called the ZRX, but there is a Silverado high-speed off-road version coming as well. So this space is getting even more competitive, and the Raptor has always been at the top of the heap, and if Ford really wants to push the envelope in terms of high-speed truck performance, I think they got to go Raptor hybrid. Now, of course, that is just an opinion. Ford might just stick with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost on the Raptor, but I have no doubt in my mind that they will be somehow pushing the envelope because of all this competition. And another place we can look at for some hints is with the upcoming Bronco. It really seems like Ford is taking the Bronco seriously as an off-roader. It's going to have that really cool brake-based turning system, and there's no reason why the Raptor wouldn't get some of that technology as well. So once all of this new tech arrives for the Raptor, odds are it's going to be more luxurious, comfortable, and capable than ever, and we will be right here at TFL Off-Road to bring you all of the details whenever they arrive. So everyone, that's it for this video. Make sure you go below. Let me know what you think of the 2021 F-150. Let me know what you think of my Raptor hybrid theory. And hey, maybe you have some ideas about what the Raptor could be. Let me know down there in the comments. As always, while you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, and then come right back to the channel for the latest news, views, and real world reviews. See ya.